Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Chair League match between Thug Money Squad and Bang Bang. So, the map tonight is going to be Dragonshire, and I am going ahead and getting that draft all set up right now. So, both teams are filing into the lobby, getting all set up, so... in a moment here, we will be all set to begin. So let's see here. Who was the captain on the red team? Kronos. Okay. Very important to make sure you give the draft links to the right person. Alright, cool. Draft links have been given out. And like I have to, before every draft, we have to decide who's going to represent Zarya, because she's not on top drafter. Top drafter, more like not on top of things drafter. So this is going to be Dragonshire. I would expect to see soul laners prioritized here. You know, your Zags, your Thralls. Not Murky, because Murky is unavailable this draft because Murky is representing Zarya. So this is the fourth game in the casting marathon that I've done today. This is the fourth game that I'll be casting. Fourth and final. And so far, no Zarya. So apparently she has been deemed to be far too strong to be let through. That has not been the case, however, with Malfurion. Seen him in, I think, 2 games. So okay, let's see here. I guess Bang Bang still needs the link. Guess their captain did not get it. Okay, but we should be all good to go here in just a moment, and we are. So, Thug Money Squad, they do have first pick, first ban. So, will we see Malfurion banned out? Will we see Zarya banned out? Of course, if you see everyone's favorite tiny, adorable little Murloc, it's actually Zarya. So it is going to be Falstad, first banned by Thug Money Squad. This is a very good map for Falstad. You know, this is a map where shrine control is very important. You know, there can easily be a fight in one lane. Falstad's team wins the fight. Falstad flies to get one of the shrines, resulting in a Dragon Knight. Malfurion banned out by Bang Bang. So this means that Murky, or not Murky, but Zarya is on the table for Thug Money Squad. And there she is. For the first time tonight, we'll be seeing a pink-haired Russian lady being played in a game of Heroes of the Storm. So Zarya picked up by Thug Money Squad. And Bang Bang needs, well, I guess everything at this point. So I actually decided to pick up Rexxar. I really like this pick. You know, this is a... on this map in Brax's Holdout, where there's shrines that you need to control, Rexxar is very strong. Basically, you can just kind of park Misha on the On the shrine, Amisha's basically immortal, so it's very difficult to get her off that shrine. So he can basically control that shrine, and at the same time soak the lane, harass the hero. But, you know, he basically can stick Rexxar in that top lane, and he's going to be very strong there. And Brightwing also picked up by Bang Bang, so they have their solo laner. They have someone who can basically teleport wherever she's needed. You know, she can go top, help Rexxar out, get him topped off, teleport back to the rest of the team. And also very sustained healing, which is important on a map like this. So Zul also picked up by Thug Money Squad. So far, they don't have too much to really win the top lane, but they're really looking to win the bottom two lanes hard. They have Zul, who can rotate between the middle and bottom lane, clear the waves, put a ton of map pressure on Bang Bang. Which will, of course, be very easy when you have probably the best bruiser in the game, Zarya, on your team. And ATC also picked up. So far, Zul is going to have a ton of protection if they elect to do some kind of 4-mana rotation between the middle and bottom lanes. So we're going to have ATC, going to have Zarya. So yeah, I'm also going to be curious if they try to pick something strong in the top lane. Someone like maybe a Thrall or a Zagara, who can go toe-to-toe with Rexxar. Maybe not win the lane necessarily, maybe not win the shrine necessarily, but hold the lane, not lose it. But Ariel banned out by Thug Money Squad, and Johanna banned out by... Ariel was banned out by Bang Bang. Johanna banned out by Thug Money Squad. And I think this is pretty interesting. So Johanna, she's kind of like the wave clear tank. And so far, Thug Money Squad, they have all the wave clear in the world with Zul. So they're probably, I think they're trying to really monopolize that. So by banning out Johanna, they're taking a lot of the wave clear potential away from Bang Bang. So Bang Bang, they're going double solo laner. So they have Rexxar, they have Zagara. Hey, why not grab Thrall too? Why not? So, I mean, they may end up putting like Rexxar in the top lane, Zagara in the bottom lane. And then just have like a 3-man mid who can maybe rotate. Rotate to any lane that needs help. I was saying that jokingly, but hey, they actually decided to pick up Thrall as well. So basically, they're basically decided we're just going to take all the solo laners in the game. We're not going to let Thug Money Squad have them all. Alarak, though, is still on the table. I think he can fulfill that role to some degree. Not as well as a Rexxar or a Zagara or a Thrall, but I think he can hold his own. So, Vala picked up by Thug Money Squad, which means that they still need a support. And if you're just joining us late, that is not Murky that was picked by Thug Money Squad. That's actually Zarya. Zarya, for some reason, not part of Top Drafter yet. So, Thug Money Squad, they're dipping into their time pool. Trying to figure out which support they want. Mephirin and Oriel have been out. Oriel, Brightwing banned out, so Rhaegar's still on the table. It's going to be Morales, which I actually think is a good pick. She could potentially stim Vala, But she's going to have plenty of protection between ETC, Zarya, and Zul. She should be very well protected. And so far, Bang Bang, they have Rexar who can kind of dive the medic a little bit with Misha. Thrall can certainly do it. A good Sundering will disrupt Thug Money Squad heavily in the medic. So I believe Li Ming is still on the table, as are all the mages basically. So I have a feeling Bang Bang may be looking to pick one of those up. But with only 5 seconds left, they gotta make it big, and it's a Nubarak. So basically, tank, double bruiser, Zagara, Brightwing. I think it could work. But should be interesting. Should be interesting. So I mean, kind of looking at the draft, like I don't know who Thug Money Squad puts in the top lane with either Rexar or Thrall or Zagara, or whoever Bang Bang decides to put up there. But I think they're really just going to win the hell out of the rotation war. Zul, Zarya, Medic, and ETC is just going to be very difficult to deal with. It's going to be a very strong rotation. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this shakes out. Alright, but we're just waiting on a couple more to ready up. And we should be good to go. Just waiting on the Thrall player to ready up. And we'll be good to go. And here we go. So this will be Thug Money Squad versus Bang Bang. So we have Wee Man on Zul, Ember on Vala, RG Team Kitten on ETC, Blade on Lieutenant Morales, and Chi on Zarya. And we have Set Stand by Simon on Rexar, Tonex on Brightwing, Kronos on Thrall, Legacy on Zagara, and Null on Anubarak. So, yeah, I mean, if they want, it's like Bang Bang. Like, I mean, they pretty much have, like, a sole laner for every lane. They could put Rexar top, they could put Thrall mid, and they could have Zag bottom. And then just have Brightwing and Anubarak roam. Go where they're needed. So, going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out. A little bit of lag there. I've been casting all day. My computer is on its last legs. Nah, not quite. But I could probably use a reboot. So someone paused. I'm not sure if they did that on my behalf. I'm good though. Unfortunately, I can't communicate with them. But I'm good. Let's see. Yay, he heard me. Alright, cool. Yeah, yeah. Did it say that I lagged, disconnected, and then it didn't say that I reconnected? Because I've been good for a while. It's just a momentary thing. I don't know.
Commencing in 10 seconds.
So far, we're not going to see too much in terms of how the laning is going to shake out. Both teams just kind of want to smash together in the mid. Meanwhile, Zagar is deciding, no, I'm not going to do that. Just going to go set up a bunch of creep. Which means that Zagara probably going to take the bottom lane. At Rexxar already firmly in the top. I think this is great use of Misha. So by him standing here and Misha staying there, there's no way blue team can make a rotation up there that won't be seen. So I actually thought it was going to be Zag in the bottom lane. This is actually going to be Thrall down there. And I guess that creep was set up just on Thrall's behalf. So it looks like it's going to be Zarya up in the top lane with Rexxar. I don't know how ideal that is. Zarya will gain some energy from shielding herself and taking damage, but she won't be able to gain any more energy by shielding an ally. But if she's able to take a bunch of damage by shielding herself, build a bunch of energy, she will be able to do a lot of damage. Probably not enough to get that immortal bear off of the point, but meanwhile we're seeing Thrall and Zagara in the bottom lane, so just sustain for days and days down here. And so far we're seeing both shrines picked up by the red team early. Are we going to see the first shrine? No, the multi-shot comes in from Valla in time. Oh, and a great impale by a noob. Stops Valla from doing anything, but fortunately for them, the bottom shrine did go over to Thug Money Squad. Bone Prison goes down on Thrall, but gets the safety by the time it pops. Also hope that Brightwing came to his aid. So it's gonna fight. We're actually seeing a Nubarok still in the middle lane, whereas both Thrall and Zagara are in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Zarya has not really been able to build up any energy, which means that she is just not that much of a threat right now. She really needs to be shielding herself and allies, and then those shield targets taking some damage. It's not going to matter. Medic walking away with just almost no HP. But Thrall ends up going down. Meanwhile, it is Valla and Anubarak in the middle lane. You know, I thought we were going to see some aggressive rotations from the blue team with Zul and the others, but content to leave everyone bottom. Really contest this bottom shrine. Which, because the top lane is being so dominated by Rexxar, they kind of have to do. They can't risk the shrine going over to the red team. I think Zul probably wants to rotate, but it's not something they have the luxury of doing right now. So we see Meta coming up, topping off Valla. Placing a scouting drone, so she really knows that creep is there. So in the top lane, still being won by Rexxar, still no energy for poor Zarya. Middle lane, still Valla, still a noob. It is actually looking like Zagara is maybe going to take over the mid lane, which I like. think Zagara is much better at sustaining a lane and pushing it than a Nubarak is. But so far, this bottom shrine is still being firmly controlled by the blue team. A noob being forced to hearth all the way back. Even though Brightwing is right there, it takes her a while to get someone back up to 100% HP. Which is definitely not the case for Morales. Her healing output is unparalleled. So far the bottom lane is being won fairly firmly by Thug Money Squad. But the top lane being very strongly won by Bang Bang, so. But I think bottom is being won a little bit harder by the blue team. Both these cannon towers are down, whereas in the top it's just the bottom one. Although this top one is out of ammo, so it's probably going to go down soon. But we just see both shrines being capped, but Zul is now there to contest the channel of the Dragon Knight while Vala goes ahead and gets back. So far, going to be difficult to take this Dragon Knight. Level 10 has been reached by both teams, so now, I know the red team really wants this, so may see an aggressive fight here, but no. Bottom shrine being capped by Vala, so no big fight going to happen just yet. But a noob in some danger, going to be collapsed on, but manages to burrow out of there in time. So Thrall in the back, looking like he wants to come in, do a sundering, and he does, hits the medic. She is in all kinds of trouble. She is going to go down. Vala with the strafe is, I don't think it's, oh, I think Thrall is going to get away. He does. Manages to use some abilities, but a big power slide and mosh pit comes out. That is going to be a big three-man mosh pit, but only two end up dying there. Brightwing going to survive. So even though Morales died in that fight early, I mean, that was a big turnaround for Thug Money Squad. Yeah, mostly due to that big power slide into mosh pit. So far, poor Zarya, just getting dominated up in this lane. I've hardly seen her have any energy the whole time, which means that her damage output is just not going to be very strong. Yeah, I think something's probably going to have to change in this top lane. Like, Vala might have to go take her place. Zarya is a very strong hero, but not as a solo laner. I don't think that's really where her strength is. She just doesn't build enough energy, which means that her damage output is not enough to really bully someone out of lane. But hey, she's holding it down, and things are really going well for the four-man squad. Big invasion on the Siege Giant camp. They didn't have a talent tier advantage, but I think they knew that they were all together, and of course the red team was not, so gave them an opportunity to sweep in there, get that camp. Meanwhile, we are now seeing an aggressive invasion of the top lane, trying to gank Rexxar, but I think he knew it was coming. Wisely backs off. So now I think we're seeing a situation where Zarya could maybe get some value. Puts down the expulsion zone to try and get everyone off of the shrine. But I think it ended up not hitting Misha enough to get her off of it. But finally, for the first time all match, Zarya with a nearly full energy bar. Now she can finally shine, finally do some damage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Anub and Thrall in firm control of the bottom shrine. Meanwhile, top getting pushed awfully hard. This is something that happens to me all the time as Zagara. I'll be absolutely dominated a lane, and then all of a sudden the other team decides they want to push it, destroy all my hard work. It's very sad, but Thrall really going in hard on the medic. Somehow the medic jukes the wolf, but not going to dodge that sundering. The medic is going to fall. And Zarya is going to fall as well. The immense amounts of shield she had just not going to be enough to withstand that onslaught there. And I think that fight could have gone a little better if Zul had some mana. But fortunately, they just kind of ran out of gas there, and that is going to result in the first Dragon Knight of the game going over to Bang Bang. I guess the Dragon really making sure, make sure he wants to wait for the minion waves before going hard. Which I don't know that I agree with. I mean, we're late enough into the game where the Dragon Knight really has some health. I mean, as you can see, I mean, right now, like, this thing's going to expire long before its health bar is whittled down. But Zarya doesn't have a lot of energy right now, so not really, just kind of lightly tickling this dragon. Not really being too much of a threat. But the rest of the team is going to scare that Dragon Knight off. I think he probably could have gotten the fort if he was a little more aggressive, but choosing to back off, which I think you can choose to do with Zag pushing in the top lane. But Vala is just absolutely deleted. Big Sundering comes out from Kronos on Thrall. But the heals from Morales are going to keep Zul alive. And I think I really need to disengage from this fight. Zagara has come down, so it's now a 5-on-4. But Zarya is collapsed on. Zul ends up falling. ETC was in the cocoon. And don't think he's going to get out of there. Don't think there's anything Morales can do to save him. She's kind of lucky that the rest of them didn't turn on her. I mean, she could have easily gone down. Could have easily been an ace. So far this is going very strongly for Bang Bang. And Morales actually ended up falling after all. Ouch. Ouch. So it looks like Bang Bang, they're thinking about painting the map red here. May see Zagara go for this Bruiser camp after she gets some mana from her Nidus Swarm. But no, probably not going to see that. The team decided to pull off and do the safe thing and get the Bruiser camp in the middle. And Zagara will instead go for her own Bruiser camp. So far, nearly the entire map is painted red. So this camp under their control, this camp under their control, this camp, and this camp. So far, it's only the Bruiser camp under control of the blue team.
Unleash its power.
So with all this pushing, I think this is going to be a free Dragon Knight for Bang Bang. Don't think there's too much that Thug Money can do to contest it. Although I take that back. I guess they're just ignoring these camps here at the moment, which if left uncontested, could easily take the keep. So while Vala and Zul clean that up, we are going to have a 3-on-3 down here. Big power slide from ETC. Catches... Let's see, was Mosh Pit up? It is up. I think he didn't have Brightwing in the Mosh Pit, so he didn't want to use it. Would have been a free polymorph. And then you would have wasted a 120-second heroic and not gotten any value out of it. So, blue team has secured the bottom shrine. But a big Mosh Pit goes out, Fortunately, Morales goes down. His team not able to capitalize on the Mosh Pit. For one, that was a 4-on-5 because Zul was not there, so maybe a bit of a mistake to go in. Such an aggressive engage. So Morales falls, Zarya falls. And it's looking like Dragonite is going to go over to Bang Bang. I think they're deciding who's going to actually take it. It will be Thrall once again. So, this will be a 5-on-3 for the next 5 seconds. So I think they can really make something happen here. They're deciding to go for the bottom keep, which I think is smart. So the Stim Drone comes out on Vala. I think the Drag could easily kick her away. Yeah, he does. She's going to waste a lot of the effective duration. Of that Stim Drone. Actually, Zul ended up falling up in the top lane. Ouch. So, bit of a split push here with the Dragon, which not totally sure that I agree with, but Zagara and Rexxar are absolutely wrecking the top keep, so if this Dragon can distract the rest of the team while Zagara and Rexxar can push, I guess that's effective as well. So not a lot of direct damage from these dragons, but I think the attention the dragons draw are forcing a response out of Thug Money, which is allowing Zagara to really get a lot of value split pushing. So, level 20 has been reached by Bang Bang. So, being up a Palantir, they decided to invade this siege camp. And probably going to pull back and get their own... Sorry, not their own, but this Bruiser camp down here. But also their own camps as well. So, Bang Bang, they're choosing to split up and get the camps, which I think they can certainly afford to get away with if they have a good vision of the other team, which I think they do, thanks to all this creep they have set up. Yeah, because they have that vision, they know they're not going to get ganked, and can easily split up and get all the camps separately. I think they have so much vision of the other team that they know that, hey, they can even make the aggressive invade and steal this. So every camp now under the control of Bang Bang.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
So shrines are going to be coming up. Top shrine should easily go over to Bang Bang. And I believe Zagara will hop into one of her Nidus Worms and come to contest the bottom one with the rest of her team. But meanwhile, the core is taking some major damage from these catapults in the camps.
Taking damage.
It's already lost more than 50%, so this is going to result in another Dragon Knight for Bang Bang, which is guaranteed now that Vala has died. I think this is probably going to be game. I think with his shields down, this Dragon Knight can just march through top, go right to the core, and I don't think there's anything that Thug Money can do about it. Their main DPS is dead.
Core is under attack.
I would guess that Zarya is probably lacking in energy, and currently she is, unfortunately. But yeah, that is going to be game.
Red team is victorious.
So congratulations to Bang Bang. Yeah, good judge from them. I think they just really dominated their lanes. They got tremendous value out of Rexar. He was able to just really win top hard. And Zagara and Thrall, you saw a lot of really good split pushing from Zagara. Just great use for Nidus. And Thrall just really sustained in lane very well. I think where kind of this went wrong for Thug Money was really would have liked to see Zarya with the rest of the team. If she's able to shield herself and an ally, I really think she could have built a lot more energy, really done a lot more damage. It just really been a force to be reckoned with. Would have liked to maybe seen Vala in the top lane, perhaps. But yeah, I think if they had Zarya too, they could have in the 4-man, they could have really rotated hard between mid and bottom, and just really been a force to be reckoned with. But fortunately, they just weren't able to get those rotations going because top was being dominated so hard. They had to worry about capping bottom, so it just really not able to rotate. But yeah. Anyway, so congratulations once again to Bang Bang. They will move up in the standings. And that is going to do it for me for tonight. My marathon session of casting is now over. That was my 4th and final game for the night. But hey, happy to do it. I thought that was a good game. Really enjoyed casting it. Congratulations once again to Bang Bang. And that is going to do it for me for tonight. So thanks, guys. Thank you all for watching.